there. What's up? What's up? Welcome back. Welcome to Actually Aubrey. We're talking about Put a Ring on It, Season 3, Episode 9, Blast from the Past. Hey, Jeremy.
Hey, how is everybody doing?
Yeah, so I don't know, man. These episodes are something.
Well, yeah, they something.
Well, I was just gonna say, Kenneth, he's talking about the effort that he's putting in, and he's not feeling acknowledged by Shorty. But I'm kind of like, I'm kind of on the fence. I'm like, Shorty, what's going on, Shorty? Like, if you don't want to be with Kenneth, I don't know. If she's using this show to get away from Kenneth, she's doing a darn good job of it because she made it very clear that she thinks he's a jokester.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys out there in the, oh, go ahead, Jeremy.
I was saying that like it definitely does feel that she's only using this to to get out of the situation. But I feel like Kenneth should have the self-respect to leave. But of course, he's gonna try to leech and claw and hold on to her as much as he can. So he don't have no problem, putting his self-respect down by the riverside until further convenience.
Apparently, yeah. I don't know because it seems like he would kind of get the hint and kind of move on. But
Mm-hmm.
we shall see though. The two of them. What do you think of the two of them together when they're back at home after the group session?
I mean, I would never like them together. It's like it would never be like a like yeah, they're so cute or whatever like that. I feel like it's just every single relationship on this show is very toxic and to me abusive, regardless if it's mental, emotional, or maybe even physical that we haven't seen. It's just Kenneth is a weirdo to me. I don't. He makes me uncomfortable.
A weirdo in what aspect? Hey, Monique. Hey there. What?
Because I'm saying you're saying that like you are tired of being treated a certain way,
Mm-hmm.
but you won't leave this lady, and you here trying to prove like that. And I'm trying to say like, what are you doing for her? Like, is my question. You keep on saying all of the hard work and all of the stuff that you're doing is not being acknowledged. I'm saying like, what is it? Because he hasn't said what it is that he's doing for her.
That's it. That you're saying the same thing that I was thinking too as I rewatched the episode. Like you're saying things very vague and very generic. Like when somebody is telling a lie, they usually go generic with it. Like he's
Yeah.
being just my effort. Well, first of all, sir, unless you're a kid, effort doesn't really count for much. I mean, as a grown man, let's be real. And as a grown woman and a grown person, it's about results, right?
Yeah.
You can't really, I mean, if you're talking about you're going to work every day, you can't be like, well, I made an effort to go today. I stuck my foot out of bed, but and then I fell back into the bed. That's an effort, okay? Like
Yeah.
what results are you netting?
And it's like I don't. It's like he's not saying what it is. Like she's being passive aggressive, and I'm like, who? When is the finale, child? Like we like at because at the end of the
We
day,
got two
like
more weeks. Hang in there. Come on now, Jeremy. We got 2 more weeks. Just 2 more weeks, and it's gonna be the finale.
it's
I mean,
like it
there.
was like we
Go ahead.
already know how this is gonna end. Charlana and Otis are gonna be together. Shay and Alfonso gonna be together still. And then Shorty and Kenneth are probably gonna end things because she don't want him. I don't think Charlie and Otis are gonna get married. I don't think he's gonna propose to her, or if they do, I don't think she's gonna accept. But I do think she's gonna stay with him. From what I've been seeing on social media, it still looks like they're together, and I thought they
Which
had broken up.
which couple? Kenneth and Shorty?
No, Otis and Charlana.
Get out, get out.
Yeah, I
They are
think they're
they are
still together.
they are very toxic too. But we're gonna move on to the date that Fonzo has with the is it Tanisha? I think it's Tanisha. Yeah, and I don't know. Tanisha is looking lovely with these leopard boots or whatever they are, and they're kind of matching up with they both got on their off white. She's got on something that looks like a top, but she's wearing it as a dress. Oh my gosh, it's almost as short as those short shorts she had on last episode.
It's like, to me, it seems that, she's coming on here to cause a division in the relationship, which they
Hmm.
probably told her to do. I can hear Dr. Ponytail giving her the gameplay. She was like, flirt with him, wear the booty shorts, make sure you touch him a little bit, and rile up his girlfriend. But if you see her getting up to fight, make sure you leave the premises. I can hear her. It's like this
Leave the
show,
premises,
like,
huh?
this is like, I'm saying, it's crazy. Like, this is like the weirdest process I ever heard of my life, and it's like, no way, doesn't make sense. I'm not about to have the person that I'm in a relationship with going out with somebody to make sure that we're the ones for each other. It's no way. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. And he being like, it seems like every fine woman they've given to Alfonso purposefully, so he could, and I feel like to compete with
With
Shay,
Shay, yeah,
because Shay is a gorgeous woman. So
she is
they've been
beautiful.
bringing even more gorgeous women. Meanwhile, they haven't brought one person that Kenneth has been attracted to. Every
Mm.
woman that Kenneth has looked a little dingy.
Just a little bit, just a little dingy. I mean, like he.
Meanwhile, meanwhile, Alfonso getting video vixens is because they know he has a proclivity to cheat, and they're trying to tempt him to do so. Like, I'm trying to tell you, Dr. Ponytail is trifling.
Well, I thought it was interesting the conversation. I think to your point, you got a good point because this young lady that they have him on a date with, she's just gorgeous. I mean, she's got beautiful hair. She's just got beautiful skin. She's beautiful figure. She's gorgeous. And she's just the right amount of flirty because I feel like, and I know last week we had this division where you thought that she didn't seem really interested in Alfonso, but I don't know. I like the energy that she's giving him. To me, it's a nice subtle ladylike energy, like when he asked her, are you flirting, and she says, yes, of course, and he just, the thing about him, what I noticed about him on this date, he and his girlfriend, he really has this thing, like he's into the visual, so he's so much into the visual, how good a person look. I don't know if he really pays attention to their personality or anything else. What do you think? Hey,
Really
Jeremy.
pay as a person who was like getting all the women, before this started to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like he's just happy with any girl that's beautiful that's talking to him. That's why he entertains them, because he knows that
Mm,
he's not a looker. He knows
okay.
that nobody really finds him attractive, you know. And it's like, I'm up here like, Tanisha said that she was flirting. I was like, but why? Are you really attracted to this man? You cannot tell me that y'all find Alfonso attractive. Ain't no way. He got more cleavage than she do.
Well, now I'm not going to talk about his cleavage because you know what? I see what you're saying about the way he's built. He's not ordinarily the
Um,
build in a man that
Miss
I. Well,
Aubrey.
hold on, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying his face. I think he's a nice looking guy. I mean, like, there's nothing wrong with him if you're looking at his physical. But now I don't know when you start getting into the personality. He seems like he's got a nice personality, but like you said, that proclivity to cheat. I don't know. Jeremy, where'd you go? I done ran Jeremy off, you guys. Oh my lord. Uh-oh. Well, anyway. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. We're having some technical difficulties. Jeremy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what's happening. It's like your sound is going in and out, and I cannot hear you. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I don't know either. Wait a minute, hold on. I'm gonna try something else. Jeremy, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Now I was just saying, I don't think he's a bad looking guy. You think he's a bad looking guy? You don't think he's cute?
Absolutely. I don't think that he's attractive in the least. I'm sorry. He's the least attractive man out of the three of them.
Well, I mean, that's not saying a whole lot because three people, that's not saying a whole lot. I mean, I just taking him on his individual looks. I think he's an okay looking guy, and I don't know, maybe it's me, and I know I've lived a lot longer, but my thing is, even when I got to my mid late 20s, I mean, if you're just looking at people for just their physicality and talking about a marriage, that's not really gonna help you much, okay?
You're not gonna marry somebody for their looks, because in 20 years they're not gonna look the same. Trust me.
I understand that, but I'm just saying that in my opinion, like I want to have somebody I'm sexually attracted to. Let's not act like, attraction isn't important as well. Like that's the whole reason that like you're in a relationship, because if that's the case, it's just friendship. I can have a lot of friends, but I need a sexual connection, and an attraction to the person I'm in a relationship with, and I just don't find that within
I
Alfonso.
agree with you. You're gonna want to be attracted to the person, and there's a sexual attraction. But what I'm saying again is, I guess, and like I said, it's gonna vary from person to person. But I think that women, first of all, I believe, and I could be wrong about about this new generation, but my generation, I think that women are able to look at men and say, is he attractive enough to me? Okay, is he attractive enough to me? And then the sexual attraction is also, for me, it comes from that person's personality, how they treat me, and how they move in life in general. Like, I like men that are alpha. So for me, a guy that's an alpha will outweigh a guy that's a beta that could be like movie star good looking. I've already had a guy that was movie star good looking, my ex-husband. So that doesn't really move me. But everybody got their own thing. Okay, like some women like bald men, some women don't. So
Yeah.
that's gonna bounce up and down, I think.
So my
But
question to you is like, what
mhm.
about Alfonso's personality do you think is so attractive that Tanisha finds him attractive?
Well, I think that Alfonso is that laid back kind of guy. He likes to try to crack jokes. He's laid back. He's got a sense of humor. But the thing about him, so I like that, but at the same time, what I don't like is also that laid backness, because with that laid backness, he's very to me, it's a lack of communication and some maturity on his part that he's shown. Like him not introducing his mother to his woman, to Shay, right? Those things like that. But the laid back part, the sense of humor part, and not always being like, confrontational, or I don't know how to express it, but like I'm already a type A person, so I find that I may not need necessarily be around a type A person for a relationship, if that makes sense. And like I don't want to go to work and then come home and try to have a competition with you. That crap is not gonna work.
But I'm saying, doesn't type A mean alpha?
It does. That's what I'm saying. Well, I'm an alpha female. I was just talking to somebody today and I was saying, oh, I see why we bump heads, because like two alpha females, they will bump heads. An alpha female and an alpha male will bump heads if the woman doesn't know how to get in her lane. And if she wants to nurture that relationship with the alpha male, then she'll learn the ways to do that. Like I know how to do that. I've
Mm-hmm.
had relationships primarily with nothing but alpha males. I think I've had maybe one beta male and a sigma. Okay. So like I don't like beta males. I
And you
like men
said,
who
the beta male was the ex-husband.
no, 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 no. My ex-husband was an alpha male. He was a former Marine, very, very much alpha. No, no, I don't think I could. No, no, he was an alpha. Um, but like I said again, it's like if you're in the workplace, right? You may have a lot of leaders, a lot of people that want to be leaders, but if you're in the workplace, you will know your lane to be in. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You will know, you will learn. Every one of us can learn tools on how to get along with people. And I tell you what, how you know people aren't crazy, because the person that will cuss somebody out that they feel is a peer or an underling, that same person will never cuss the boss out. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They won't do that. So I mean, it's just a matter of knowing how. My old geometry teacher used to say, a woman should know how to chase a man until he catches her. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Women have to be cunning. It's like a scripture in the Bible. Um, as shrewd as a serpent and as gentle as a dove. We have to know how to do those things. So that's to me, that's all about a relationship, knowing the ins and outs. And it's about communication too. Oh, I'm sorry, Roro. We were talking about Alfonso and his date. What was her name again, Jeremy? Tanisha?
Tanisha.
Yeah, Tanisha, right. I just saw that roll. Um, but moving forward, we have Kenneth on his date. And what is this? To Asia? Tanasia? His date, she's got a similar name
Me,
to
it's me, Asia.
Me Asia. Okay, yeah, Me Asia. Um, what do you think about their date? I'm a little on the fence about it. I think he's acting when he comes back later on in therapy, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But
Yeah, I don't find any chemistry between the two of them. She seems thirsty, but as far as him, it just seems that, he's just going through the motions, that
mhm.
he might even be trying to entertain her a little bit to try to get Shorty to be upset, but at the end of the day, Shorty don't want you anyway. So she does not care who you sleep with. She don't even care if the person that you sleep with used to work with her. She just ready for you to
Mm-mm.
get your stuff out of her house. That's it. Like
Get your
Kenneth,
ish
move
and
out.
go.
It's sad. It's sad at this point. Oh Jesus.
And I'm looking at this young lady and I'm thinking, wow, like I don't see it for them. I just really don't see it for them. Like you said, I think she's a little young. He's putting on the charm. It seems to me like Kenneth likes women that are vulnerable and naive. That's what it seems like. If that's anything he finds attractive about her, is that she's innocent and naive. He likes that.
Yeah, anybody that can see that he's a bum, he don't want that. He wants you to have blinders on when you're dating him, obviously. You know. And Miaja has just that. Blinders and stupidity.
Yeah, she seems kind of what the older people used to say, young, dumb, and full of cum.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, but I'm just saying it like I see it. And then so moving forward, Otis and his date, I get that Otis now he's one guy on the show that I find him physically attractive. Okay, I think that he's an alpha. I get that, but I also think that he's a little is it me or is he a little unintelligent or is it just me?
He doesn't really peg me for unintelligent. To me, he pegs me as somebody who's very calculated.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he's because
Calculated.
everything that he's done towards Charlana or on the dates has been very calculated. Like he's been everything
Mm,
that he does is for a reason, regardless if it's passive
mm.
aggressive or just straight up aggressive. Like I don't think that he's unintelligent. I think
Oh,
that he might try to act dumb, to make Charlana upset. But as far as like, him being unintelligent, I don't see it. His
okay.
hairline might be gone, but that brain is there.
No, I don't have a problem with the thin hair, like I said, because I could overlook that. I think he's very handsome. Honest to goodness, I don't like his personality, so for me, that automatically lowers him on every scale of attractiveness. But what I'm trying to say, and maybe I just want to ask you this more directly. Okay, so in the date that he had, did you notice that his conversation? I know that we only get a portion of it, but did the conversation that he was having with the woman, this talking about Otis, did it seem like it was really lame?
Like it was really, like you said, really what?
Lame. It was weak. He had a weak conversation.
Yes, and that to me is because he really does not want any of these other women. I feel like it's just basic conversation, like you're just trying to get through it. He knows that he knows that he does not want to lose Charlana. He knows he doesn't. He
Okay.
knows Charlana bad. He know that none of
She's
these
a
women that
bad.
he's
She's
been on the
a as Ace would say, she's a bad baddie. Yeah, she
yeah, he
is.
know like he know that. Like I'm saying, I think that's the man. I think that's like what she has in her arsenal is her beauty, and I think that he knows that, and she knows that. He knows that
Uh-huh.
Charlana could literally leave him and get any guy that she wants. You
I don't
know,
know the way they talk about Atlanta. She might could do that here in Detroit, but I don't know the way they talking about Atlanta. I don't know if she could do that. And because my thing is, and if she can, she should. Because Otis is definitely not the one. But speaking of Charlana, and on that note, Charlana and is it Asar? Her date?
I don't think his name is Asar. I call him
Oh, you're right. Chris.
yeah,
It's Chris.
Chris.
Yeah, Asar is the other guy. I'm sorry. These days there's so many people. But okay. Yeah, Charlana and Chris. He seems a little better this date. I think that, for me, I think, he kind of came down a little couple of notches on that gigolo deal that he was on last week. But know. I'm thinking if she was gonna go out on a date and it had to be somebody she dated before, why not go out with the
Mm-hmm.
politician?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say why not with Charlie? I was gonna say if she had to go out on a date with someone she's been out on a date before, I don't know why. Maybe it's me, but I would have picked the politician, the guy that was running for office. What about you?
She didn't find him attractive. I think she likes light skinned men.
Okay, well, knock yourself out. All right.
She said that she hasn't found that they haven't given her a good date. I think that she meant that they haven't given her anybody that she was attracted to. The first person that she's been attracted to was Chris, so that definitely does make sense as to why she has this chemistry with him, why he's able to say all of the things to her that he does. It's because she has a basic attraction for him.
Oh, okay. You got a good point because yeah, the other guy, the politician guy, he definitely was darker skinned. You're right. So I don't know. She's her whole sole purpose of going on this date also seemed to be maybe she's attracted to him, but it also seemed to be to make sure that she asked the question, "Do you think I'm easy? Because my man said that you think I'm easy."
And the fact that she went back to ask him that proved to me that maybe she isn't that smart.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like that was definitely unintelligent. Like I would have never told him that. That I would have never said that. But
Right.
like I guess she's being, as people like to use the term, she's being transparent. No, you're just being crazy. But I think that the date that she's having with this Chris guy, he lets her know that it's kind of like trying to let her know, like, if you do decide to move on from that jerk that you're with, you got my number. You can always hit me up.
Oh, she gonna have that number saved somewhere in her phone watch.
Well,
She gonna
Ellen
have
V
it
said
saved underneath Tiffany or something like that.
right. Wait a minute. Ellen V got up here on the screen. Ellen V says, yeah, Charlie, she may be beautiful, but she's not that smart. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, why would you say that? I would never say that to a guy. Like, you think I'm easy? Do you think if I thought a guy thought I was easy, I wouldn't have no conversation for him because I know I'm not. So, and for you to think that says a lot about what you think about me. Nah,
I
I
think the
don't
thing
find that
is that she
cute.
don't know if that's true or not, and she thought
Mm-hmm.
that him and her had a real connection based on their dates that they've had. But Otis made her question all of that, so now she's asking, do you think I'm easy? Because that's what my man said. And she
Well,
don't
wait a
understand
minute.
that maybe you should keep some of this stuff inside. And it's kind of obvious to see that he's with you because like that he's entertaining you because he's attracted to you, not because he really enjoys who you are as a person. So like I don't think that Otis was wrong.
Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna say. The other thing about it is, listen, what woman? I'm so sick of women now. Okay, this is my own gender, but I'm so sick of women thinking like Shorty, thinking you can get a man, just any old man, off the street, off the curb, bum, hobosexual, whatever have you, freakosexual, freakazoid. You think you can get him off the street and then you can build him into a decent man to marry? I mean, because this guy, what the Odell Beckham lookalike or whatever you guys are calling him, he's like talking about how freaky he is. Like, is that really who you would want to marry? I'm not seeing that.
I mean, it depends. It depends on what you like. What you want out of your marriage. Some people, like I said,
Yeah.
like I feel like some people take sex very seriously in a marriage. Some people, that's like one of the main things that they do, like especially if you are also highly sexual as well. So it could be what it is. So
Yeah, you got a point. You got a point. You got a point there. And so we covered everything about the date with Charlie and a freak boy.
mhm.
Did you get all your pieces out, Jeremy?
I think I got all of it out.
Okay, because we're gonna move right along to Shorty and Tavy. And Tavy,
Okay.
man, Tavy, this episode, like he acted like he was actually hurt that she said, okay, I have really enjoyed myself with you. You're a really nice guy. But by the way, this is gonna be our last date.
And can
I don't know why would it be her last date?
no.
Well, because the show is about to cut off because they have to have a final date. They're supposed to just really choose each other this next time around, and then if they don't, I mean that's the goal. That's the goal, to choose each other, to go out on a final date with one another before decision day. So that's what I think she's letting him know, that look, I've really enjoyed you, and now I'm going to work on myself because Dr. Ponytail told me so. So I mean, I don't know. I think that
Man, if you don't get
for
with that man, like at this point,
at this
I think that
point,
she should entertain Tavy. I think Tavy is a. I'm like, yeah, like why not entertain a guy who has all of the stuff that you said that you want? He has his own business, he has his own money, he has his own maturity. Has children, he has age on him, some wisdom. Why not go on another date with him as your final date? You don't want Kenneth anyway. Like it's
yeah,
like this.
that's
It
true.
doesn't make sense to me. This is so stupid. Like why would I don't even know why she would do that. Why
Yeah,
would she
you're
even say
right.
that? I've had a really nice time. It's sad that this is gonna be our last date. Why would you even say that? Like, why does it have to be the last one? Even if the show is about to end, you can still continue with this man because you do not want Kenneth anyway. And that's why I'm
Well,
saying, like, this
so
show
wait a
is
minute.
is anti.
Wait. Jeremy, I got a quick question for you. So are you saying that she should be dishonest with her man and continue to date this guy like on the side?
I'm not saying be dishonest with her man. I was like, leave her man. I don't think that at the end of this that she's gonna choose him.
Yeah, true.
She's done. Like she is like if she chooses him at the end of this show, I know that all of this is fake.
Yeah. Because I don't see her choosing. I don't see her choosing Kenneth. You're right. I do not see Shorty choosing Kenneth, but I think that for the sake of the show, what she's saying is, it sounds like kind of like with the other guy, like she's got his number when a sufficient amount of time has passed. If she's not with Kenneth, I think she definitely should look Tavy up because he does seem a lot more mature than Kenneth. He does seem to have the things that most women will require in a man, i.e., a job, working, got his own thing going on, and not a stalker.
Right. I definitely agree. I just that's why I keep on saying that I feel like this is kind of counterproductive to bring in people to something that they might have an attachment to somebody with, because it did seem that Tavy was kind of hurt, and that's why I'm saying we're dragging in random people into a whole situation that's really messy, and what if they get their feelings involved in this?
Exactly.
You never know.
And you know what? For a few of these guys, like I think with Tavy, absolutely right. So now we move on to Shay and her date. That's the one that's out with Asar. So Asar actually did show up this time, and he looks a little better with the hair pulled up and the man bun or whatever. He looks a little better to me. And I like that. I like the Shay right away. She right off the bat initially offers him an apology, which he accepts for what happened last time. Because as we know, last time it was that whole about to be fight at the Japanese steakhouse, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I don't know. I think that they're making these soaps and things and fragrances up, and he says, yeah, you definitely need lavender because lavender is calming, and we need you to be calm on this date.
I mean, as long as she don't see her man with another guy, she's gonna be fine. I mean, another girl, she's gonna be fine. So I doubt that she picks up the plate randomly,
Right.
So, but my thing is this though: why is she on the date when we all know that Shay is not about to entertain anybody seriously? And everything that she talks about why she's on the date is her dude who she's having issues with. Like the last date that she was on, all she did was get advice about her own relationship. Defeats the whole purpose of this.
I know, right? Wasn't that crazy? I was like,
not you're on a date to get advice from him about your man. This show is anti-productive. I was like, I don't know what is going on, but all I feel like all Shay is doing is wasting our time. She's not going nowhere. He's not going nowhere. So
Now the two of them, they're not gonna separate from one another because he likes it and she likes it. So
exactly.
I got a question on my tab there for you guys on a tab at the top of this conversation. I think it's still up. Or I don't know if this once the show starts, if it ends, but I'm gonna ask you real quick, Jeremy, what do you think? Do you think any of these couples will actually end up getting married? Do you think that any of them will? Yes or no? And then the third option is yes, one of them will.
I feel like maybe one of them will, but not because of the show. I don't see it based on the show. No, but I see like in the future. Can I see Otis and Charlana getting married? Yes.
Oh, you can't see Otis and Charlana possibly getting married?
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Wow. I think that's going to be a very tumultuous marriage because the two of them fight too much for me.
Yeah, I didn't
They
say it
fight
was
too
gonna be a good marriage, but I said they might get married.
Yeah, you did. You did. Um we've got some scenes for next week and it looks kind of crazy. Like Kenneth is going off. He is going off on
Did
Shorty. He's had enough. You ain't gonna talk to me any old kind of way. I'm tired of that. I'm not putting up with it. What do you think about the scenes for next week?
I was just like, did he do a cartwheel?
He did. He did a cartwheel. I
I was like,
was like,
I
what
was
in the
like,
heck? I think
what's
he's
the?
a little intoxicated in that scene.
I was like, why the cartwheel though? I didn't understand that part. I was like, why are
Because
you
he's
doing
a
the?
big old kid.
I was like, this is ridiculous. And I guess like I don't feel bad for Kenneth. You're a grown man. Like exit the situation if she's been that toxic to you and hurting your feelings. Leave. Leave. Like leave. Why are we doing
Right.
all of this? Just leave. Do like
But you know, in
go
order
do
to
your own
in order to
thing.
leave, don't you? I'm sorry, I just got a question for you, Jeremy. In order to leave, don't you have to kind of have a place to go, sort of, kind of?
I mean, he got his mama's place.
There you go. There you have it. There you
Yeah.
have it. There you have it, guys. And well, on that note, that's all we got for you guys. Good evening. Good evening. Take care. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow. We'll be doing Love and Marriage DC. So tune in tomorrow. Thank you guys for supporting, for always hitting the like button like you always do. And for those of you in that background, come on and subscribe. You've been here 2, 3, 4 times. Come on now. Don't be that way. Don't let Jeremy have to pull your Jeremy, what did you do? You snatched their edges or what?
Yeah, like the edges might be gone by the time the live ends. I might carry them
Right.
in my back pocket, you know, and donate them to Otis.
Hey, wait a minute. It wouldn't be a broadcast without me doing this at least one time. Jeremy, you want to tell them where they can find you? Are you doing a broadcast immediately after this one?
Oh no, no, no! I've caught up on all my videos. I've done Real Housewives of Atlanta. I've done Love and Marriage Huntsville, and I think I did another show too. I forgot what was the third one I did, but I've caught up on all my content, so I have nothing.
Ooh, Jeremy speaks.
Yeah, so my latest video is Love and Marriage Huntsville and Real Housewives of Atlanta. So y'all please go check that out. I think that the Love and Marriage Huntsville one is really funny. So I really would go check that one out. Please check out my content. I try to be as consistent as possible, and I really do think that y'all might enjoy it.
I think so too. I say so. I got it up on the screen. Jeremy speaks on YouTube. Jeremy, send me that the video. I couldn't find it when I was looking for it. The one on Love and Marriage DC. Okay, send me the link to that so I can post it on my community page. All right. All right, guys. Well, we're out. Talk to you later. Bye.